Hello to you all. It is an absolutely glorious day. The sun is shining. We had thunderstorms all through the night, but today's not only a good day because the sun is shining, it's actually slightly raining as well. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a really good day because our polytunnel is coming today. So we've just met the First Tunnels team down at the plot. We've got Luke and Lee here, just about to make them a nice cup of tea because they've driven all the way down from up north this morning. They've literally just got here. They're just unloading the van and we're going to be getting our new polytunnel today. So here is where it's going to go. So this area here where the polytunnel used to be, that's going to be where the polytunnel is going to sit. It's going to go this way. So the length is going to be along here. So a few days ago I came down in the morning and I took all of the tomatoes down. So I harvested all of the tomatoes and I took down all the vines. And cleared it so that there was nothing left actually growing in the polytunnel. And then a bit later on Vince came down and he actually took the polytunnel down and cleared the whole space so it would be ready for this morning when the First Tunnel guys got here to put up the new polytunnel. Okay, so we have got Luke and Lee from First Tunnels here and I'm just gonna walk you around and just show where the polytunnel is gonna go. Guys, they've just marked out the area here and they're just digging the holes now. So we are going to leave them to it and we're going to come back in a few hours and see when it's fully up. Hopefully the rain stays off because the weather forecast isn't looking very good, but it's so exciting to see it all coming together. So when we come back later on there'll be something in this empty space. Okay, so I've got a couple of drinks and I'm just heading down here now. It's actually starting to rain again. We had such a storm yesterday. Well, last night. It started off, I think it was around midnight, and it went on and on. The lightning was lighting up the sky, it was so loud. But I'm hoping it doesn't rain too much. It is starting to really rain now, but hopefully this will warm Luke and Lee up. I can't wait to see how they're getting on down there as well. Okay, so I've just got down here, I've just walked onto the plot and this is what I've walked into. The polytunnel is completely up. It's actually nearly finished. I can't believe how much they've got done in such a short amount of time, and this is the reason we wanted them to do it, because we just don't have the time ourselves to do it. So it's just amazing that we've just left them to it. I mean, it is, what time is it now? It's 2 o'clock, so they've only been here just under, probably under 3 hours. And the polytunnel is up. It's just the doors that need to go on now. It is looking absolutely fabulous. It really is. I just can't wait now to get it all up and running, but it's so exciting seeing it here all up. Okay, so we've just got back, so it is 3:45 and they're all done. So Luke's just going to show us around what he's done and just show us around the new polytunnel. Basically
at both ends we've got double sliding doors, very basic system. Pop them up onto the white runner and you can peg them in to where you please. As we come into the tunnel, you feel the heat already.
It's really hot in here.
Obviously the polythene expands and contracts with the heat as it is. Drum tight. Yeah. All the base rails as low to the ground as possible. Obviously you've got your crop bars, you can hang anything you want on there. Twin support brace, stone brace, corner stabilisers, centre ridge. Obviously your books and your bits and pieces.
Amazing, thank you.
That you get with the kit.
That's great,
we'll
thank
give you. That is about everything really.
That is everything.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. It looks really good. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Was this an easy one for you?
Quite an easy job, yeah. They're not too bad. It's once you've got the digging out of the way, you know. Nice easy digging. So you sort of, once you've got the footings in, sort of goes up quite smoothly, you know. Some jobs are harder than others, but this one weren't so bad, to be honest.
That's brilliant, thank you. I'm absolutely so thrilled with it. Thank you so much. So Luke's going to get off now because he's driven all the way down from Lancashire this morning, and we're obviously in London. So he's had a long drive this morning, and now he's going to get off and have a relaxing evening.
That's it.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so it is the next morning. I'm back down at the allotment just to have another look at the polytunnel, and I really wanted to show you around and show you exactly where we put it and the plans that I've got for it. So if you look at the front of my plot, the sun comes up this side and it goes down this side. So the length of this polytunnel will now get all of the sun all day. There's about a metre gap between this edge here of our plot and the back of the polytunnel, and that's just to allow any access. So if we needed to get to our compost bins or anything else, there's lots and lots of room here. And obviously this can be open just to get as much airflow into the polytunnel when it's needed as possible. There's also quite a lot of room this side here, so again, so we can use our compost bins as we want to. What I might actually do is start using them from this side, so actually open them up from this side so that there's less chance of any obstacles here. So at the moment my mini polytunnel is here and it's got tomatoes in it, so for the minute that will stay there. It's got some tomatoes in there that are nice and ripe as well that I can harvest, but this will be moving. I've also got these beds here which were quite temporary, so I think they'll be moving as well, because I have got a fruit cage that I've been given, and I think this would actually be a really good place for a fruit cage. So literally here where my rhubarb is at the moment and where these beds are, I think that's where I'm going to end up putting the new fruit cage, in this area. So this polytunnel I'm thinking could go potentially lengthways here because there's a bit of a gap here, and then that too will be south facing. These are all things that I can do as the weather gets a bit colder and we start thinking about next season. I'll really start to think about where I want everything on the plot, but I'm absolutely over the moon with my polytunnel. So my plans at the moment, I'm gonna just have 2 long beds along here, this side and this side. I've already started off some winter vegetables, so I've got some cabbages and some other bits and pieces that I'm going to be putting in here to grow over winter. I'm going to have some lettuces, some greens, so I'm still going to be growing as much as I can in this polytunnel throughout the winter. And then obviously next spring, that's when things will really get into action, but I'm going to utilise this as much as I possibly can. So if anyone's got any ideas of how else I can use this polytunnel over winter, please let me know, because all ideas are welcome. So the only thing we need to come and do is just cover this plastic just here, just to clean that up a bit. So we're just going to dig that in and just cover that. And then I'm going to put some handles on here as well. I'm just so over the moon that I've got this amazing polytunnel and that it's up already and that it's ready to go. I'm just absolutely over the moon. I can't wait to start using it. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again soon.